Well, here we are, folks, September 30th, 2024, and I can't believe how quickly get my sound on. How quickly this year has gone by. We are already tomorrow, October 1st, Halloween just around the corner.
Less than 100 days till Christmas.
Christmas after that, New Year's, and before you know it, we're counting back down the days to getting rid of the snow. Just as it's starting.
and somebody's counting down the days until a certain something gets an LS swap.
That's right. Yeah, well, that might happen.
Any fingers.
That might happen sooner than later anyway. But the purpose of having this live stream tonight was twofold, maybe even threefold. One, to hang out and just chat, give you guys an update on a few things. Talk a little bit about the channel, talk about where things are going, update you on a few projects, side hustles, different things like that. We've got a few people in the chat. Everything is Broken Garage is right here beside me, so he's here, but he's also in the chat. Trucker Dave, Joanne is also there from Get Out and Drive podcast. Adrian's with us. We also got Mama M3. Is that a 3? I can't see. It's too small on my screen.
It's a 3, yeah.
So thank you guys for joining us. And the biggest reason why we're doing this live stream tonight is because for the last month and a half, I've been trying to build awareness of my new website and merch store. And in an effort to do that, I've got a bunch of things that I'm going to be giving away. Learning with Juan. Welcome. And we'll go through the prize pack here in a few minutes of what's being given away. Jason Rock from Montreal, actually Laval, I think.
Yes.
So one of the things that we're doing is, besides raising awareness for the website and the merch store, is obviously is trying to generate a revenue stream for the channel. And one of the ways to do that is to sell merch. YouTube does not pay very well based on what people might think it does, just like the beer koozie that Ryan was holding up there. So you got to, if you're looking to make money on YouTube or on social media, one of the things that you have to do is you got to be able to brand yourself. So what I did was, with the help of Ryan created the website, which then led to the merch store. And part of that was the ability to get you guys some discounted merch. We had a discount code, which is still available tonight, OCG-15. And Ryan, if you can find the link to the website, maybe, and throw it in the chat for those guys. With that 15% discount, that basically allowed you to buy anything on that website almost virtually at cost. So if I made $1 or $2, Junkyard Resurrection, oh my soul, long time no see. Welcome back to the chat. I'm so excited to have you guys here. AKA the car guys, Big Easy and Bobo. So basically the 15% discount got you guys a discount on the merch if you wanted to buy it. So yes, I'm pushing merch as a revenue stream, but currently right now you're getting it almost at cost to help promote Old Car Guy as well as the website. And a huge shout out goes to Ryan for getting all of that set up. I know it's going to cost me dearly as time goes on.
Ryan, I'm like the mob. You owe me a favor.
Yes. And Ryan does a lot for Old Car Guy, and not just Old Car Guy. He does a lot for my business. He helps me out when things go wrong. But it's always good to have that help, that techie help, because apparently I don't know grammar very well either. Ryan gave me a lesson in ownership today. When and where.
Possessiveness versus pluralism. Yeah.
And then my response to that was, do you realize it's been almost 40 years since I was in grammar school?
And then I said, do they have grammar schools back then?
Yeah, right.
They just had, technical schools. You learn how to change oil and the tires around.
Hey, Big Easy. And so Big Easy is Luke from the Car Guys, Coastal Auto Reaction from way back in the day. They've gone on to another venture with Junkyard Resurrection. If you guys aren't following them over on TikTok, please go over there. You'll learn lots. You'll be entertained. You'll catch a laugh or two, and help support those guys, fellow Canadians out in British Columbia on the other side of the world. He says lots of big things coming. I want to get into, for starters, we are going to be doing this giveaway at the top of the hour. So right now it is 8 o'clock local time. It's about 7 Eastern. Go backwards after that. So at the top of the hour, we are going to do that giveaway. I encourage you guys to go over to the website, check out what's over there. We launched today 15 or 16 new t-shirts. They're all under the easily distracted by blank type of heading. So let me go over. I'm going to share with you guys. Ryan, is that screen sharing by chance?
Oh, there you go.
So this is the website. To get to the swag shop, you're just going to click at the top of the screen there. And when you do, it's going to show you all the merchandise that's available. And this easily distracted by category here covers a lot of things. And Luke, you will be proud of me because I entered in a couple of Dodges t-shirts for those guys. There's some Ford shirts in there. There's some Chevy shirts. Keep an eye on what you see on the screen. So they're basically easily distracted by second-gen Dodges. We got bump side Fords, Chevy C10s, a generic one easily distracted by cars, Chevy trucks, Crown Vics for all you Panther platform guys out there. We've got dent side Fords. We've got Dodge trucks, Ford trucks, Grand Marquis. We even added motorcycles, OBS Chevys, OBS Fords, square bodies, and even swept line Dodges for Luke and Bobo because they've each got one. We've also got easily distracted by town cars. So that's that new brand or that new kind of category grouping of, and we'll be adding to that. I know Ryan wants rusted POS Volkswagens added to that list there somehow.
And I want one that says not distracted by EVs.
Yeah, that'll be going up there. We've also got some old car guy dedicated merch. So we've got the focus on the windshield. We've got gas. Inside joke. Apparently, if you run out of gas more than once in your life and put it on YouTube, it becomes a thing, right? Jason Rock and Ryan and Luke and everybody else that makes fun of me for it. We've also got stickers. We got can koozies. We've got the university or the college T-shirts. The OG Dale the truck with a colorful cartoon style artwork on there, which is really neat. I really love that shirt. I've got 3 or 4 of them myself. That will be limited time, and the reason for that being limited time obviously is because Dale the truck is for sale, and when Dale the truck leaves, we will substitute that with a new Dale Jr. We've also got the Follow Me tee. So basically it's just a regular t-shirt with my logo on the front. But on the back of the shirt, it's got a QR code that takes you to all my social medias. So when you're wearing that shirt and supporting me, the guy or gal following behind you will wonder where that takes you. And they'll do a click on that and be able to, follow along via that link. The prices that are on the screen, don't let it scare you. These are Canadian prices. And if you're in the US and watching this right now, keep in mind that the exchange rate right now is hovering somewhere around the 34 to 35%. So that's an additional savings over and above the OCG 15. So if you're watching this and you're in the US, then just know that you're getting an additional, probably a 35% discount.
Mm-hmm. Now, there's some questions. I see Junkyard Resurrection wants hoodies. So I know that we talked that hoodies are coming.
Yep, hoodies are there. You'll see on the bottom right. So there's a couple different styles of hoodies. So I don't like pullover style hoodies, but they're there. So there's the OCG hoodie with the big logo on the front. But there's also the zip up hoodie, which is
Right.
what I like. And that's why I opted to have one of those on as well. So there's the zip up hoodie with the embroidered focus on the sleeve. And you'll get that on the pullover hoodie as well. So those are there. I know that Luke or Junkyard Resurrection, he likes to wear the hoodies.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the other question is, will we see, and I guess the answer is yes, because it's all doable, hoodies with the other designs on them? I mean,
Yeah. So
yes.
right now we are focusing on my brand.
The windshield.
Focus on the windshield. So we're focusing on my brand right now. Eventually, I want to turn this website not necessarily into a branded website, but into a shirt go-to or hoodie go-to area. That, like for this one right here, for instance, I love this T-shirt. I've got a couple of these. I'll be in the garage. So if people see stuff that they like and they're not necessarily a fan of the channel, or they want to buy something for their husband or wife or whatever, it might become a go-to channel for a lot of different T-shirts at discounted prices. So that's kind of the whole theory there. We do have a hat, which is embroidered, and this doesn't give it a very good justice because of the dark hat, but it does have the embroidery on that, and it is a trucker style hat.
And as much as you want to think that is not actually Grant wearing it. Every time I see that, I'm like, is that Grant?
It may be. So that's kind of what the whole idea of this is, and I see we got some new people in there as well. Trucker Dave has jumped back in there, as well as Normalized Audio. That's a new name. Can you do a Marty tune with my $20 Foxwell OBD? I have no idea. You'd have to contact Marty to see if he can use those to upload with. So that's kind of what the whole premise of this giveaway was to promote guys to go over and check out the website to help, kind of see what's over there, help support the channel, but also when people see you wearing it, they're going to say, "Oh, who is that? Or what is that? Or where did you get that shirt?" So I think that's just kind of a help to boost the brand. And also, once the brand gets out there a little bit more, and as the channel grows, hopefully people will have an easier time looking forward to that. And again, this is just one more avenue of revenue when you're a content creator.
The other thing I will say is the giving season is approaching, and I don't know about you guys, but my wife always asks me what I want for Christmas, and I don't know what to tell her, nor do I want to tell her to go buy a particular tool or something. But you can send her to this website, and she can shop, or he can shop to their heart's content.
Here's one for you.
Yep, see, easily distracted by EV fires. Speaking of which, did you watch the video I sent you today?
I did. So I want to go back and share again back here to the. We're going to be doing a lot of clicking backwards. The whole point of the website was kind of a stepping stone for getting to the swag shop. But if you guys go to the website and scroll all the way down, and the website is just oldcarguy.com, there's a list of all the channel sponsors. These are sponsors who have been helping me over the years. You can click on the links down below, and it'll take you through some of these guys that have been working with me for a long time. But if you also go down at the bottom of the page, there's some affiliate links that you can go to with discount codes that help you buy some products with discount. If you click on the Amazon affiliate link, it takes you to my store. There's a few things I've got listed there, but anything you buy on Amazon through that link, you get the same great Amazon prices, but I get a little bit of a kickback for you guys making some of those purchases as well. So be sure to check those out. All my socials are listed there: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I do have an X account, but I don't use it. I guess I'm not preppy enough for an X account. Maybe. I'm not sure if that's how that works, Ryan, but
There's too many socials. I can't keep up.
Yeah, so I guess I've done a lot of talking, Ryan. Maybe it's time for you to talk for a moment.
I was just going to talk about that video I sent you today. If you haven't seen it, everybody's watching. There's a video of a Tesla bursting into flames in someone's garage during the hurricane that we just had because it got a bit of salt water on it. Now, I don't know about you, but we back boats into salt water pretty regularly here. So I can only imagine what that would happen if your Cybertruck happened to dip just a little bit too deeply into the salt water.
Yeah. So this is that's a good stepping off point to tell you guys that recently I launched a video of my first EV drive ever in a Ford F-150 Lightning. And I know that we dog a lot on EVs. And, you know, to some degree, in my opinion, and Ryan's probably too, is it's warranted. However,
they are fast.
If I was dead against and I was leaning way over here prior to creating that video, I'm not here anymore. I might be here.
Right.
Just because that was the fastest, torquiest machine I have ever driven in. And
it's
that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
And it had a few other advantages, but again, it's EV. I'm old school. I'm not there yet. I will never say never that I will never own one. But one thing I will say is you'll never force me to own one. Having said that. But yeah, it was, so that video went up last weekend. It's outperforming all my videos currently. It's not tens of thousands of views, but it doesn't take much to outperform Old Car Guy. So that video is pushing the 3,000 views mark in just just over a week, and it's gaining traction. So I'm assuming that this one is going to be a good one. A lot of great comments in the comment section of that video as well.
Yeah, well, I like the point you brought up on the video. I like the fact that you make note of the fact that one of the things that for these things to be successful is they can't look like they're a dumpster with big knobby off-road tires, right? Like they have to look like a car.
Yeah.
Especially for the early adopters. If you want to do the cool space age stuff, by all means, 10 years time, sure, we'll get there. But it needs to look like you want people to adopt. It needs to look like a normal car.
You read through the comments on that, and people talking about the fact that I like the, if you want to say, nostalgic look that Ford went with the F-150 to keep it looking normal with a body on frame type design. Yet the Cybertruck is outselling the F-150 Lightning, the Rivian, the Chevy EV Silverado combined.
Yeah.
So
because people who want to be the part of the cult of Elon will be part of the cult of, you know, you can't convert them. They will buy their Teslas.
Whether it's the cult of Elon or not, it's a lot of people, I think, want to be the first to the punch.
Sure.
First one in their town, first one in their neighborhood.
The new Corvette engine.
Yeah.
The person who gets that is going to be like, I get to brag, I had the first turbo Corvette.
Well, you go back. Right. I mean, this has been happening for generations. You get the first person to have a car in their town. Right. And then it was the first person to have a truck, the first person to have a Hellcat, the first person to have a Mustang Dark Horse, the first person to have an EV. Like it's just, it's constantly growing. And again, I'm not faulting the people who feel like EV is the way to go. I'm just saying it's not for me.
Right.
So off that topic momentarily, I did want to talk a little bit about podcasts.
Yes.
You guys all know that I'm co-host to the Get Out and Drive podcast. We launched another podcast last week talking about tow trucks and tow trucking, and how lucrative of a business that can be, but also how corrupt that business can be as well. So that if you guys don't listen to the Get Out and Drive podcast, again, Ryan, if you could find a link to our Get Out and Drive website and throw that in the comments, then that would be cool if you guys head on over there looking for some good, entertaining automotive content.
But wait till this video's done.
With myself and John Custom Car Nerd Meyer. His wife was in the chat here earlier doing some moderating. But yeah, on that note as well, if you guys have not heard or don't know about one of the things that started 5 years ago was National Get Out and Drive Day. It basically all it is getting out and driving or spending time with your family. We'd like you to get out and drive because that's kind of the community that we are. But spending time with your family on the first Sunday in October every year. This year is the 5th annual. We've got stickers, and National Get Out and Drive Day happens on October 6th this year. If you guys want a sticker, 2 ways you can get them. 1, hit me up on social media right away, because obviously October 6th is happening this Sunday, and I will make sure I send these out. If you're in Canada, if you're in the US, I'll make sure that Joanne gets some of these out to you. And the other way is hit me up on social media, and we'll make sure that you guys get them. If you do, I'll make sure I throw in some old car guy, as well as some of the actual podcast stickers, which is right here, Get Out and Drive podcast. We'll make sure you get some of those as well, because it's a big thing. It's something that we celebrate every year, and this will be the 5th one that we've done. And looking forward to getting out and driving. That's kind of the whole thing. And hopefully, if you guys have that sticker on your vehicle or on your ride, or you're out driving, maybe you'll hashtag Get Out and Drive or National Get Out and Drive Day. Jason Rock says it's his birthday on Sunday, the 6th. He's only going to be 60. He didn't say that. I'm just making fun of him. So yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that. The other thing is that a little bit of talk has been leaked about a new live stream venture between myself and Grant. Grant Tommy, who is Straight Six fan on YouTube. We were supposed to have some episodes in the bank to start launching for a live stream style format, kind of like we did with the Car Guy 6 Fan Show. It is public knowledge now that Grant and his wife recently had a baby. So that's put his life on hold a little bit. We do not know currently what the status is of this new live stream venture until Grant and his wife get their baby legs underneath them and get things kind of settled into a new lifestyle for them. But anyways, it is something that we were trying to launch in October. It may still happen. We don't know all the details as of right now. We did do a little meeting last week and recorded another episode. However, life happens, and we don't fault anybody for that. They had been looking forward to this for a long time. They did adopt, and it's been a long time coming. So congratulations to them.
Indeed.
Yeah, so one thing we should do now is we're almost halfway through this live stream, is to kind of go through some of the giveaway stuff that will be a part of this package. And currently, I'm wearing one of my sample t-shirts. When we switched to this new website for providing merchandise, I ordered a couple sample t-shirts so that I could see what the print looks like. I could see where the printing could go on the shirt, so both sleeves, and on the back is the QR code. So I've got one in this kind of a rusty color that we're going to give away separately to one of you guys here tonight. But I've also got this. I'll let you guys choose. We've also got a gray one, basically identical. They are XL. So if you don't wear an XL, you might be out of luck. But we got two of these. One goes with the giveaway bundle. The other one goes with the is going to be given away here tonight to one of you guys watching in the live stream.
If you can't wear it as a shirt, you can use it as a shop rag.
If it's too big or too small, you can cut it up. Use it as a shop rag. Speaking of shop rags, I don't have any new ones right here to show you, but MagRag has been a long-time sponsor of my channel. And if you guys don't know what MagRags are, they're basically the same regular red rags that you use in your shop already, but sewn into the corner is a magnet. So if you're working under your car, under the hood, under the dash, you can stick that right there with the magnet, and you're not digging for it. You're not looking for it. It's always kind of hanging. So there's going to be a 5-pack of MagRags going out. As soon as I get them, they'll be going in with this package as well.
Nice.
Along with a bunch of stickers from Auto Metal Direct. We've got a Auto Metal Direct license plate, and this is metal and full color. I've got one on the front of Dale Jr. So they sent me an extra one. I'm going to pass one on to you guys.
Nice.
Hats. You guys know I don't wear hats, but we've got hats. So Fitech has been a sponsor since we did the EFI on Dale the Truck. I do have 2 Fitech hats to give away. One will be given away with the package bundle, and one I'm going to give away here tonight to one of you guys. And they are snapbacks. They're really nice trucker hats. I think you guys will like those. So we've got them from Fitech. We've got them from Retro Manufacturing, which they supply retro-looking radios, Bluetooth radios for your classic ride. We've also got Lyells stainless exhaust out of Burlington, Ontario. They sponsored the complete stainless exhaust on Dale the Truck. And we've also got a camo. The green's not showing up. A camo super clean.
Works really well.
Camouflage. A super clean cap. So these are all basically the same style, Richardson style trucker caps. Real good quality. Like I said, we got one we're going to give away tonight. You get your choice between the gray or the red Fitech. Fitech also sent me a banner. Ooh. So this is a flag. It's a 3x5 flag that says Fitech fuel injection. You can hang that up in your shop. We've got one of those. We've also got koozies that we'll give away. Again, I've got one.
They're not as good as the
not as good as the old car guy koozies.
Car guy ones. Yeah.
But we've got 2 of them here. So one again we're going to give away tonight. One will go into the package. I mentioned about stickers. There's a bunch of AMD stickers, old car guy stickers, get out and drive stickers, drive day stickers, as well as Forever Sharp steering wheels. We've got Forever Sharp stickers, as well as there's some lanyards, which I don't seem to have in here at the moment. We've also got Fitech air freshener. We've got Fitech keychains. There's some other style of the Forever Sharp steering wheel stickers. We've got Fitech t-shirts. They sent me 3 of them. They sent me a large, an extra large, and a 2X. I kept the extra large because that's what I wear. But there is a 2X and a regular large. So one of those will go in the box for the giveaway. One will give away here tonight. So we have some giveaways for people who are watching here with us tonight. Last but not least, we've also got the Smart Multimeter by Tesmen. The box is green. That's why it's disappearing. And we've also got the voltage tester. Again, green box is disappearing because of my green screen. So we've got a smart multimeter, and the reason why they call it smart is because all you gotta do is turn it on, and you take your 2 leads, and it will automatically detect AC, DC, resistance, impedance.
Now, will it detect Van Halen?
It will not detect Van Halen.
Ah.
But it also has a non-contact voltage testing thing at the top.
Click through.
And that way you can, it's also got a light, I believe, on the back. But anyway, we got a voltage tester here as well. So those will be going in as part of the giveaway.
Nice.
Yeah, so we've got lots to give away here. There's probably, a couple $100 worth of stuff. And to one lucky winner who has made a purchase on the website. So if you haven't done that yet and you want to get entered in for the draw, you can go to the website right now, oldcarguy.com, click on swag shop at the top, and make your way through, make a purchase. As soon as I get the email confirmation that you've paid for it, you'll get entered in. And as long as you do that within the next 29 minutes, you'll have your opportunity to take advantage of this giveaway. Let me just put this stuff back here for now. And I think what we'll do, Ryan, is we're going to do a giveaway right now.
Ooh.
For one of those Fitech hats.
Oh, there you go.
So we've got a gray and a red Fitech hat. They are basically snapbacks. You get your choice, whichever one you take. The other one's going in the bucket for the giveaway. And the easiest way I have found to do this is I'm going to give you a letter of the alphabet. You're going to type it in the comment, and the first person to respond is going to win the hat. So to test this, I want everybody who's watching right now, there's 10 people in the chat. If you're ready, type in OK into the chat. And that way I know that you guys are ready so that we can start this little giveaway. And Ryan's going to help me keep an eye on who was first.
Yeah, I'm going to switch over to the YouTube direct chat so we don't have any questions of speed, because StreamYard sometimes takes a little bit of time to.
Yep. So Adrian says okay, Jason Rock says okay, Trucker Dave, Mama M, Retro Video Archive. Is that one of your buddies?
No, don't know who Retro Video Archive is.
Says okay. That's only 5 of you saying okay. So if you're not in the chat, out of the 10 of you, you might miss out on this little drawing that we're going to have, as the Americans would say.
Mopar Minivans is okay.
Mopars, Mustangs, and minivan. That's quite the arbitrary collection.
Yeah, like does that include Dodge Caravans as minivans, or is that a fall under Mopar?
Maybe they're double turbocharged. Okay, there's 13 people now. So if you're just tuning in and you want to be entered in for a chance to win one of these Fitech Richardson ball caps, all I need you to do is type in OK to let me know that you're ready to go, and we're going to get this thing started. Either way, it doesn't matter how many's in here. It matters who's ready to play the game and spin the wheel, Bob. Hellcat Pacifica.
There were talks.
Okay. So I think we've got all of our OKs out of the way. Yep. So like I said before, I'm going to give you guys a letter of the alphabet. And just like I got you to do by typing in OK, I'm going to say what that letter is. And the first person to respond is going to get your choice of the hat. And we'll make sure we get that sent out to you. So if you're all ready to go, the letter is N, as in Nancy. First person to type in the letter N in response will win a hat. Who is it going to be?
Adrian Strickrot.
Adrian Strickrot, fellow Panther platform guy. So Adrian, do you prefer gray or red? Let me know, and I'll make sure I get that out to you. I've already got your address, so you don't have to give that to me.
He says red.
Fitech hat, red. Adrian. Okay, so we'll set that one aside, and the gray one will go in with everything else. Back. I think we should do another one.
Yeah.
So this time I'm not going to use the letter N. I'll use a different letter of the alphabet. And again, you'll have your choice of an Old Car Guy t-shirt. These are XLs, as I mentioned. So if it's too big or too small, maybe you do not want to play. But I've got I got kind of the rusty red one, as well as the gray. You get your choice. The other one goes in the box. One of the neat things about this new company is that I get to put my logo in the kind of branding spot.
Also, they don't.
Some of them
the
I
tags. The tags are not itchy tags.
No, they're kind
which
of
is nice.
They're kind of like painted.
Yeah, they're silk screened.
Screened right onto the shirt. So because this was a test shirt, I did test that. Each sleeve has focus on one shoulder in white, or on one sleeve in white, and focus in black. If you guys don't know what focus is, that's a windshield with the word focus in it. Focus on the windshield. And then it's got the barcode or QR on the back, as well as our new logo on the front. Jason Rock, on my screen, it shows Adrian first, and as well, Ryan had mentioned the same thing. There may be a few things.
Discrepancy. We default to whatever's on my screen.
Yeah. So we're just trying to make it fair for everybody. But don't worry, I'll make sure that you get something. So if you guys are ready, we're going to go with another letter of the alphabet, and it's not going to be the same as before. So having said that, Ryan, why don't you pick a letter and tell the folks which letter we're going to go with this time?
Okay. We are going to go with the letter Z or Z.
Z or Z. First person to type in Z or Z into the chat will win your choice of t-shirts.
I got Mopar, Mustangs, and minivans.
Yep, that's what I'm seeing as well.
Okay.
So Mopars, Mustangs, and minivans. These are XL, extra large shirts. You want red or do you want gray?
He says rust.
Rust.
Well, he does like Mopars, so that tracks.
And if you don't mind, I don't know who you are, and I will need your contact information to send this out. So if you can go to the website, do the contact me, and send me a message, and I'll be in contact with you about your address.
He says, I do have a rusty Mopar.
Of course you do. we all do.
pretty sure they come from the factory like that.
Oh shoot. We shouldn't be crapping on Mopars, because we all drive rusty junk no matter what we've got.
Oh, well, especially here. That's why I said I was going to make the joke on your website. The first like 3 sponsors are like rust related repair sponsors. I'm like, tell me you live in the Rust Belt without telling me you live in the Rust Belt.
Yeah. Fitech beer koozie.
Oh, there you go.
Excuse me, drink koozie. Fitech drink koozie. It's double-sided, double print, and it is stitched on the side, so it's really good quality.
As good quality as the Old Car Guy, which is
absolutely
not double-sided, but it has 2 sides. Just no.
Yeah, just only logo on one side,
and it's stitched.
So we're going to do the Fitech drink koozie, beer koozie, can koozie, whatever you want to call it. So on this one here, if you guys are all ready to rock and roll, according to my site, it says there are 14 of you watching. So if you're ready to rock and roll, we are going to go with the letter R. Rev them up. Rev up your engines. Letter R. First person to type in the letter R wins a beer koozie, can koozie.
Oh, I have Adrian Strickrod again.
So Adrian, because you've already won. Yep, I'm gonna exempt you this time, and Jason Rock is the first one.
So there you go.
After you, so we're gonna call this one a win for Jason Rock.
Perfect.
And Jason, I know how to get a hold of you, so I'll be reaching out.
Jason says he's sending his Dakota to the grave this week. So
is Rusty Dakota? No,
that's what he says. It's going to the grave this weekend.
So see, Jason, it worked out. After all, you actually won something there.
Everybody's a winner.
So I think I'm going to do the Fitech t-shirts. Unfortunately, they're white. I'm not sure why an automotive company would choose a white t-shirt, but hey, shop rags.
So no, you know what they're for? I know exactly what they're for. They're for the guy who sits on the laptop and doesn't actually turn.
It does the programming.
Yeah, it does the programming.
So on these shirts, I've got one that's 2X, and one that is L, large. So pick your choice. If you're in the middle, like me, the 2X probably would work, unless you want to go schmedium. With the Fitech t-shirt. So again, we're going to go with the letter of the alphabet. We will not use the ones that we've already used, the R, the Z, or the N. So Ryan, why don't you pick the next one for a letter?
Okay. Well, seeing we're talking about Mopars, I'm going to pick the letter K for the K car.
K car. There you go. Adrian Strickrot says he will abstain from this round because he's already won. Jason Rock, I would say the same thing. I got Mama M3.
As do I.
So Mama M3, reach out to me on social media or go to my website and hit the contact me and give me your information, and I'll make sure that I get one of these out. And which size do you want? Well, I got you right here. I can write it down.
XL, please.
I've only got large and 2X. So
2X?
2X, it'll probably shrink first time you wash it. I'm gonna say 2X just because 2X.
Better to have too much fabric than not enough.
Fitech shirt.
Yes, she says 2X, thumbs up. Perfect.
Yep. And also, what I'm going to do is, let's see. Adrian, I've already got your information. I know Trucker Dave. I know Jason Rock. When I send these prizes out, so Adrian, Mopar, Mustangs and minivans, Jason Rock, Mama M3. I'm going to throw in the sticker pack of my stickers, Drive Day stickers, as well as the Get Out and Drive podcast stickers. So you guys are going to get a few little extras going out with those as well. And we are about 15 minutes away from drawing for the big prize. And again, that means you've got about 15 minutes if you're going to make a purchase at oldcarguy.com swag shop. And again, I'm going to prop that up here on the screen and go through all the shirts that are available as well. So if you want to make a purchase, you've got 15 minutes before we make the big draw. Once I get confirmation that you've paid for your purchase, it doesn't have to be a t-shirt. You know, if you wanted to go and pick up a beer koozie, they're cheap, like what, $7 or something like that.
$7 Canadian.
Yeah, it's Canadian money. But if you package with a couple of pieces, then your shipping is cheaper per capita per purchase. So it's it all come from the same place. Again, generic stuff. We've got easily distracted by cars, second gen Dodges, bump side Fords. We've got dent side Fords. We got Chevys, C10 Chevys. We got square bodies. We got Chevy trucks, Crown Vics, town cars, Grand Marquis. Excuse me. There's all of them there. I will be adding to this list. We got motorcycles. If you're a motorcycle rider and you're easily distracted by motorcycles, maybe you want a motorcycle t-shirt from Old Car Guy. And one thing I didn't show on these t-shirts either is that they do have my logo on the back neck. So you can still kind of have something cool to read on the front, but you're supporting Old Car Guy here as well. So again, 15 minutes, and you never know. Somebody might want to purchase something. I'm going to go through my emails right quick here, see if I missed anything.
I think there's a truck sale happening in the chat.
So we just had a new one come in.
Yeah, we did.
I'm not sure if said person is in the chat. I'm not going to give this person's name just in case they're not.
No. Yeah.
But they are in Kansas. So if you're in the chat and you made a purchase of a "I'll be in the garage" t-shirt, let me know, and we can make sure that you are here. And maybe if you win, you might get a few extra stuff thrown in there while we're at it. Brian, you take over for a second. I'm going to grab myself another soft drink.
Oh, yes, soft drink, air quotes. All right, so I'm going to teach you all about retro computers now that Jason's not. You can't hear me talk about it. Where did everybody go, Jason? I have no idea. We just started talking about Pentiums and they disappeared. Cool. So yeah, I can confirm I have the beer koozie. It works very well. It fits both regular cans and tall cans. I mean, obviously they stick out the top a little bit, but it is functional and it works well. Yeah, would recommend. And it feels like a mouse pad. That's what it feels like. The same material as a mouse pad.
Yeah, it's almost like neoprene.
Yeah, like a wetsuit. But yeah.
Yep.
A wiggle pop.
So we've also got Got Gas. There is a story behind that, Ryan. Why don't you talk about the story behind Got Gas t-shirt?
So Jason has issues with gas gauges, specifically gas gauges in Dale the truck. And we always make fun of him because he's not run out of gas once, but twice. And technically, I would say 3 times if you include the Buick. So,
well, I mean,
it did just break down on the parking lot, so that's not a huge.
It happened.
The Buick, you know.
Oh, no, not the Buick. The old Dodge.
Oh, it was a Dodge, was it? I thought it was a Buick.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Plymouth.
died on the Plymouth. Yeah. That's it. Yes, yeah. Just
Yeah,
died on the parking lot. Did you sell that after?
Yes and no. I sold it to my dad.
Oh, okay. He's got it.
Right, he's got it now. He's
painting it. That's right. Yeah, that's right. He's painting it that really nice green.
Yeah, F8 green.
Is it reassembled yet?
Yep.
Okay.
We got all the chrome trim back on it last week, and he's working on putting the. He had to have the quarter windows reseated into the frames, so he's got those done and got those back. So now he's kind of putting the interior back together with weather stripping and window felts and all that stuff. So
wow. So is his plan to drive it before the winter, or will it be done by then, do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's drivable right now.
Right.
The US mag wheels should be showing up for it tomorrow. And then we get some tires put on the beast, and hopefully if we don't have any major rubbing issues, then we should be able to get a cruise out of it. So I think that's why he's kind of working diligently at the interior, getting it back together before he gets the wheels and tires on it, because once he gets the wheels and tire, you're going to want to drive it.
Is that a flat 8 or
No, so it originally would have come with an inline 6.
6, right.
But back in the 80s, somebody took this 1950 Plymouth and converted it to a small block V8, and not a 350. It was the 267 out of the G bodies.
Okay, cool.
Small
block.
Yes, it's a V8, but it's probably geared like 271s or something like that gears. Right. So it should be pretty fuel efficient. 2-barrel carb. Set the choke, just touch the ignition, it fires right off. It works really well.
You know what you should put in it?
What's that?
You know what you should put in it?
Oh, I know what we should put in. We should put a elephant in it, but that's
Well, that's not going to be. I don't know if that'd fit, but a 5.7 probably would fit decently enough. Right, some
an LS
tasteful
would fit.
mods. Yeah, but keep to the brand, right? Everybody else swaps everything.
Oh well.
So yeah, what else are you working on? Oh, thank you.
What else am I working on? So I got the gas tank that I've got to get dropped out of the Chrysler. So yes, I am a Mopar guy as well. I've got a 79 Chrysler Cordoba. If you go through my Instagram, my YouTube channel, all that stuff, there's lots of videos on that. Recently did one where I siphoned the gas out of it, which for some reason turned out to be more of a challenge than it should have been, but that's just the way I roll. And we got the gas siphoned out of it, so we're ready to drop it down and do a POR 15 gas tank reseal on it.
Cool.
And we'll do a video on that. And again, just like a lot of this stuff that I'm giving away tonight, POR 15 sponsored this this project and sent me 2 gas tank seal kits.
Awesome.
So when I do that video, I will be giving away the other kit
Nice.
in that video for somebody out there who may need that at some point in time.
And for our friends in the not Rust Belt, when a gas tank gets rusty, you need to fix it.
Yeah, and in some cases, you're lucky enough to go to a notable part supplier and grab a brand new gas tank for your rig. But if you go to anyone who sells gas tank, there's not a company out there that sells new gas tanks replacements for a 79 Chrysler Cordoba. I'm sure there's something out there that interchanges, but nevertheless, I'm not spending $400 on a gas tank when even these POR 15 kits are like $100.
Yeah, and you could get if you had to put a marine tank in there or put a different tank in there.
Oh yeah, I could have just put a boat tank in the trunk and been done with it, but
right.
Yeah.
Or even just a stainless steel tank just up underneath. We did that with a buddy. The Volkswagen pickup trucks you can't get gas tanks for anymore.
Yeah.
And so my buddies, we actually put a stainless steel, actually it might have been aluminum. It was aluminum marine tank up under the bed of the truck to replace, and took the old tank completely out. It was just a square.
Trucker Dave has been whining and crying and belly aching for me to take him for a drive in that car now for like 4 years. But it hasn't necessarily been, it really hasn't been mobile enough to drive any distance for the last couple of years. So if he ever gets his crap together and gets up here, I could take him for a drive in it. So,
well, you can just sit in the garage for that matter.
I can make the engine noises.
Good enough for the Tesla. It's good enough for the Cordoba,
right? Yeah, we'll put a speaker system stereo or a muffler system on it, like the Mach E Mustangs.
Yeah. You want to sound like a Formula One car? Hold on. Okay, now it sounds like a Formula One car.
Yeah, exactly. So, Mama M. I want to just say Mama M3, but it's probably Mama M cubed.
Yeah, cubed.
I guess is how you. So she says stickers.
Either she's a really big BMW fan.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to. She says she ordered the stickers, so yes, I will throw those in with your thing as soon with your gift, your prize as soon as I get confirmation here.
Awesome. But yeah, I've been cleaning my garage for the last 2 days, and my garage was mostly full of vintage computer stuff because that's what I've been collecting lately, and it got a little out of hand, not gonna lie. And so I realized quite quickly that the winter is coming quickly and going to be here upon us very, very soon. So I needed to be able to haul in my Audi, which I'm hoping to paint this winter. Is
your garage warm enough to paint?
Yeah, it's got a wood stove and a forced air electric heater. It'll be fun.
So I think I'm putting 2 and 2 together. So Mama M3 is not a BMW owner. She is Mopar, Mustangs, and minivans mom.
Oh, There you go.
Triple M, right?
That makes sense.
At least that's what Mopar, Mustangs, and minivans is saying. I don't know if it.
We're a family show here at the Old Car Guy garage. At least we try to be a family show.
We do our best.
Yeah. Mama says thumbs up, so I guess that means that is correct. So the big question, Jason.
Yeah.
LS swap. What are the plans? What's the, give us some behind the scenes, some secret news about it maybe, or plans or thoughts on the process. Where are you? How long is it going to take you? What can we expect?
Unfortunately, I don't think I can answer any of that, other than the fact that yes, we are LS swapping my Suburban, and I've never done an LS swap, but I got a couple of things working in my favor. One is we're LS swapping a square body, so there's literal kits you can buy to swap a square body, and it's so easy. I don't have to change the transmission if I don't want to, but I do want to.
Yeah.
I've got a Fitech. Give me a second. I'm trying to think of the name of the intake.
You can do it.
No, I can't. I'm old. Anyways, I got a Fitech intake, which is capable. It's got 102 millimeter throttle body on it.
Right.
So it's capable of 750 horsepower. I don't think we'll need 750. I'm aiming between 5 and 6.
It's the same kit we put on the El Camino. It's a good kit.
Rear wheel horsepower. I do have a cam. Sorry, I don't have a cam yet, but I am replacing the cam. I'm replacing this valve springs. She's going to be spinning up a little bit quicker, so I'll replace the valve springs, and then we got to just put it back together. And I got to get some motor mounts. I got to get a fuel pump replacement. I'm just going to drop the tank and put a high pressure fuel pump, which came with the Fitech system. And once we get that in there, then I'm going to drive it, work the bugs out of the LS swap by itself next summer, probably. Once we know that we're trustworthy and reliable enough to take a road trip in it, then likely next year will be the we'll add the turbo.
And what glass GM transmission are you putting in it?
Pardon me?
What glass GM transmission are you putting in it?
Well, we're probably aiming for a 6L80. I'd like to stick with a 6-speed just because I want to try and optimize what fuel economy I may gain.
Right.
So 6-speed transmission. It's already got 342 gears, which I'm happy with. I think that will be fine. Right now, it currently has a 700 R4, which will work, but it won't take the power.
But it's also 30 odd years old. So.
Yeah, so I think again, I'll like if I'm going that far, if I don't find the 6L80 between now and then, then I mean I have one, but it's out of a 4-wheel drive.
Okay.
Even though it needs to be rebuilt anyway, I would need to find the tail shaft and a tail housing.
Right.
Anyway,
you gotta find yourself a 2-wheel drive work truck that was written off.
Yeah.
I think my 2005. I think that had a 6L80 in it. It was rear wheel drive. The engine, transmission, and rear end all ended up in a Caprice, like a early 80s Caprice. It was pretty cool to see the truck live on in other places. I bought that off my buddy's father. He bought a new truck and he had this old, and I drove it for a winter. Rear wheel drive is my first time driving a rear wheel drive vehicle in the winter. It was entertaining. Not like you crazy Panther platform people who drive your Panthers in the winter.
700 R4 is so in Okay, I'm going to highlight this.
Yeah.
Adrian says that 700R4 is hot garbage. In their stock form, I absolutely 100% agree. However, a couple of small tweaks you can make to those things, which can help tighten up the shifts and increase longevity. Would I keep a 700R4 behind something with more than 500 horsepower? Absolutely not.
No.
However, if you guys watch The Old Man's Garage on YouTube, in his Malibu, he runs like 700 horsepower out of that thing and a 700R4 behind it with air conditioning.
Now, are these the tips and tricks? Your father was a transmission mechanic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So my dad,
your dad knows the tricks and
yeah.
Cool.
So there's parts that you can rob off of. People probably know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, you think I'm crazy. We call them Corvette servos. So there was Corvette parts that you can put on it that help stiffen up the shift. There was a couple of things you can tighten up the bands. There was a few things that you could do. The benefit of the 700R4 was it gave you lockup torque converter, right, over a TH400 or whatever. But for all intents and purposes, yeah, they weren't great.
So I guess the other question I have is there a LSD in the or some sort of rear end in Dale Jr. right now? No,
it's got. So if seeing how we're on the topic of hot garbage, it's got a GM 10 bolt open diff.
Gotcha. One wheel peel.
Yeah, and they won't take any abuse. So again, this is where this project gets expensive because the LS swap is one thing, the transmission is another, and the rear diff upgrade is another.
Right.
So eventually, yes, I'll have to upgrade the rear diff. Probably go to some form of a front loading 9-bolt or a 9-inch.
Cool.
Ford. I did see something in there from somebody.
A Ford. My goodness.
Catch
on fire.
Jason Rock was talking about a road trip to Montreal. So yes, I'm trying to make a road trip to Montreal. It won't be in Dale Jr. because Dale Jr. currently has a leaking water pump, and I am not going to fix that leaking water pump, knowing full well I'm yanking the engine and putting an LS in it anyway. So if I do make it up there, as long as I can do it soon, I would not hesitate on taking Dale truck.
Right. Which is not Junior.
But not Dale Jr. I mean, again, I drove that thing 2,000 miles from Kansas with no issues. I'm sure it would make it to Montreal, but with a leaking water pump, I wouldn't trust it. And not to mention, I'm not going to repair it. I'm not going to spend the money.
No, you can take it off and reseal it, but the water pump's probably gone. So
Okay, so it's 9:03. It's time to make this draw.
Cool.
And I've got the names all listed here into a random generator. And I'm just going to kind of randomly let it scroll through. And unfortunately, there's myself. There's also Ryan in there.
We'll redo it if I win.
A couple of times because I've made a few purchases like these shirts. So I am going to eliminate myself.
You can eliminate me too if I win. Just hit it again.
I will. It rolls up on Ryan's name. So without further ado, you guys all know what's at stake here. We got MagRags, we got T-shirts from Old Car Guy, we got a T-shirt from Fitech, a bunch of hats from we got Fitech. Super Clean, Retro Manufacturing, Lyells Stainless Exhaust. We got some smart multimeters and voltage testers from Tesmen. Lots of stickers, lots of keychains. We got a beer koozie, a couple of air fresheners. We've got a license plate from AMD. We got stickers from myself, from Get Out and Drive, as well as National Get Out and Drive Day. AMD. Who else did I say? Oh, Forever Sharp steering wheels. So without further ado, I'm going to hit the random generator.
Drum roll.
And the winner is Adam Fry
Oh.
from Kansas, and Adam made a purchase just while we were doing the live stream. So I'm not sure if Adam is in the chat. Adam, if you're here under an alias, go ahead and give us a wave and let us know. But if not, I'll be contacting Adam Fry from Nickerson, Kansas, and letting him know that he has won this this prize package. We'll throw in some stickers there as well.
That's Retro Video Archive. There
Retro Video Archive. Okay, so
congratulations.
Congratulations. I appreciate the purchase, and I'll be sending this stuff out. So I do have your address, Adam, because it came up when you made the purchase. So I'll make sure we get everything boxed up, and I think if everything goes well, I should be able to just kind of keep everything right in the same box that I got all the stuff kind of packed away in. Thank you to everybody who joined the live stream. There's still 14 of you in here. And for those guys and gals, I should say, who won some prizes here tonight, if you haven't yet, reach out to me, and I'll make sure that I get this stuff off to you. And hopefully within the next couple of days, I'll try and get that out, especially if you're from the U.S. I've got to make a trip to the U.S. I am on the border, so it's no big deal, but nevertheless, I got to get over there. One thing I will make note of while everyone's sitting here listening to me, so I'm not making excuses, is the MagRags. I have not received those physically yet, so there will be a 5-pack of MagRags. If I don't get out in time with this shipment, I'll just ship them separately when they do come in.
Cool.
So thanks to everybody who joined the live stream. Thanks to everybody who made purchases in the shop for Old Car Guy merch. It really humbles me to makes me feel good about doing what I'm doing here on YouTube, and that you guys appreciate what I'm doing as well. So thanks again. Thanks, Ryan, again for the website and for the help making all that happen. Some of the struggles that we ran into.
Yes.
The promo code running out of date a little bit early, and that might have hindered a few sales.
I had it set to today, which obviously was 12 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
So I should have made it for tomorrow, which is, anyway, never even thought.
Anyways, no big deal. So I think what we're going to do, for those of you guys who did not get in on the draw for this giveaway, I think we're going to extend the OCG 15% discount for a few more weeks.
Yep.
If you do want to make them, I mean, you're not going to make it in for the big grand prize draw here, but at least you'll still be able to take advantage of a 15% discount. So again, thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed the live stream, and we got a new video coming out, I think on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. Until then, we'll see you.
Stick on the ice.